welcome to Australia. I am here for the first time ever on a little bit of a vacation, and I thought I would do a bit of vlogging to share the experience with you. So I thought of 3 intentions for what I want to share in this vlog. The first one is that I want to do some reflecting on 2022 and also some intention setting for 2023. So I'll share a bit of that on this vlog. And then the second intention was that I want to share a bit about what I'm calling energy alignment in the wild. So like when you're on vacation, you are in a new environment. It's summer here versus it was winter in Portland, where I came from. So just like all these different new experiences that you have when you're traveling and kind of a shaking up of your normal routine. How do you stay high vibe? How do you stay in alignment in that kind of a circumstance? And then the third intention for the video is just that I want to share some of the fun experiences or interesting experiences that I'm having here in Australia with you, and also for myself, so I can watch this in the future and remember some of the fun stuff that I did. So first, let's do a little bit of a recap, because I've been here for a few days and already gotten up to a few fun things. So I'm gonna hand it over to voiceover Adrianne to just kind of tell you about some of the things I've done so far.
Our long journey to Australia began early in the morning at the Mac station in Portland. I just wanted to show the Christmas tree that was there in Pioneer Square. It was my first time seeing it this year. So we took the train to the airport, and I really love being at the airport. I just love the vibe there of just like everyone on the move and traveling to new places. It's actually one of my favorite places to go. So I really enjoy my time at the airport before the flight. One cool thing about how this Australia vacation manifested was that we got a bit of a mini vacation in LA first. Our flight had a 9-hour layover, and it gave us time to go for a walk at Venice Beach right around sunset. We then went to dinner at Cafe Gratitude, where everything on the menu was in the form of an affirmation. So even when the server brought the food, he would say your affirmation to you. It was a pretty cool restaurant and a very delicious meal. After a 10-hour flight, we had a quick layover in Fiji. Definitely a place where I would love to book a longer stay in the future. We arrived in Melbourne and drove about an hour east to Hillsville, where my sister Madeline and her husband live.
Oh, so what is this, Madeline?
It's a king parrot.
Wow. And they just eat right out of your hands. Ooh, there's another one. Just slow down.
Oh,
Okay.
Come on. There's plenty for everybody.
Can I have this? Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll lower it back down.
Oh, there it goes.
They eat out of my hands. I can't do that.
Yes. Okay, they eat right. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try.
Oh yeah, here goes some to the one that.
Oh,
The
whoa.
one that doesn't have any. There you go. And he's like, no, that looks easier.
This is for you. Wow.
Chocolate is one of my favorite things, so of course we had to try out the chocolate tasting tour of downtown Melbourne.
You enjoying the chocolate so far?
Yeah, I've had more chocolate than I've ever had in my life.
Wow, so much chocolate.
After the chocolate tour, we made our way up to the Skydeck to see Melbourne from an 88th floor view.
You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Yes. You're having fun?
It's windy outside.
There is a golf course near my sister's house where kangaroos seem to really like to hang out. The first day we arrived in Australia, we actually saw a kangaroo hop through my sister's backyard, but this was my first time really getting a good look at them. It was really fun. One of the things that the Yarra Valley, where my sister lives, is really known for are the wineries. There are lots of them, and this was definitely something I wanted to check out while visiting the area. So we went to Yarra Station Winery for lunch on Christmas Eve. I was really wowed by this sparkling rosé that never seemed to run out of bubbles. Just wanted to capture a bit of the drive back from the winery. Really beautiful early summer day in the Yarra Valley.
Hey, Merry Christmas. So today's actual Christmas Day. It's like gonna get up to 87 degrees here in Southern Australia, which is crazy. I've never had a Christmas this warm before, but we're enjoying it. It's definitely really nice, sunny, warm weather. We're doing like a Christmas barbecue, which I'll show you a little bit of in just a moment. But yeah, I started to do some of my 2022 reflections, and my first starting point was just to write out some questions that I'm going to reflect on over the next few days or so, and I'll share kind of what some of my insights are. But these are my questions. So first one is, what did I learn? Second question, what am I proud of? Third question, what did I enjoy? And then the next question is, what do I want to build upon? Like, what happened in 2022 that I want to continue and I want to build upon for 2023? So those are the questions I'm going to be reflecting on to help me then set my 2023 intentions. But anyway, let's go ahead and I'll give you a little bit of a tour of where I'm staying, like my sister and her husband's house here in Hillsville, Australia, which is like an hour east of Melbourne, Australia. So let's check it out. They've got a pretty cool place. Yeah, so here's the house up here. You can't even really see it because everything is really growing. They've got like a lot of fruit trees and other kinds of plant life and stuff that they just inherited with the property and some that they've put in themselves. So you can kind of see the house up there, but we'll do a little walk and we'll get closer. Yeah, so these are all fruit trees. I'm not exactly sure what kind. I know they have lemon trees, and I think they have maybe cherries and definitely lemons. We've been enjoying some lemon water with some of the lemons, but here's the house up here. They've got some water tanks here in the front for water storage. So let's go ahead and make our way all the way up the hill. Cute little decoration that my mom put up for Christmas. It's like some dried native plants as a little Christmas decoration. And here's Pippa. Hey, Pippa. Oh, hello. It's Madeline. Christmas table. Yeah, that is a lot of wine. Got some snacks out. Lights up. Christmas music playing. kitchen prep happening. And there's a bit of a Christmas barbecue happening outside. And plenty of presents. And cute little tea tree, Christmas tree.
The day after Christmas, we went to the Hillsville Sanctuary. Let's chat energy alignment in the wild while I share some of the awesome animals that I saw. Relax instead of react was a mantra that I came up with to help myself stay feeling good and in alignment during this vacation. I used this new mantra on this day when the temperature was in the upper 90s because really hot weather is so not my favorite. Instead of push against the heat, I did my best to sort of relax into it. I liked using this mantra for any situation when things don't go as planned, which of course can happen often when traveling. Something else that really helps me stay in alignment and feel good while traveling is keeping up with healthy, feel-good habits from back home. One of these key habits for me is daily exercise. Even better if I can get outside and exercise somewhere in nature. Just about every morning, Nick and I took Pippa out for a bushwalk, as the Australians say, otherwise known as a hike back here in the States. Starting out most of my days like this was wonderful. The other habit we tried to adapt for traveling was our daily green drink. This athletic greens powder that Nick found was perfect for the job.
Okay, let's talk lessons from 2022. What did I learn this year? Definitely from a manifesting standpoint, I feel like I learned more deeply to be more acting or like manifesting from flow state versus trying to force or like be attached to outcomes. Yeah, that I've learned that lesson before, but I feel like I got it deeper this year. And because the things that manifested easily for me this year, they were things when I wasn't really trying hard, I wasn't attached to outcomes, I was more having fun and feeling more in the flow versus the ones where I was more maybe trying to force things into reality a little bit more. And it's not like I was consciously trying to force it. It's like, if I'm honest with myself, I know I was a bit in that energy of force versus flow. And I feel like I got more discernment around that this year to try to be able to like understand when I'm in force versus flow and how that changes what I manifest. Another question I asked myself was, what am I proud of from this year? And definitely like this YouTube channel, getting more into this YouTube channel and like feeling more comfortable speaking freely on camera and like being more of myself on camera. That was something I really wanted to manifest, and I feel like I made some good progress with that this year. I definitely am proud of myself for kind of the effort that I put into it, or just like the practice that I did to get more comfortable, because I started out this year feeling really not comfortable and feeling really like that was a hurdle that I didn't know how I would cross. And I feel proud of the progress that I've made in that area, and it's been fun to be able to feel more creatively unleashed to speak to you on camera and start making these videos. And yeah, so I'm feeling good about that. Okay, my next question was, what did I enjoy in 2022? And so one of the top things I enjoyed this year was so what I mentioned in the first question about being in the flow and things manifesting easily. One of the areas where that happened for me this year, I feel, was in health. Like, I was naturally kind of inspired to make some health changes that I've wanted to make for a while, but I've had a challenging time making, but they felt really easy this time, and also kind of inspired to some new things that had, yeah, surprising kind of positive benefits for my health. Like, specifically, some of the things that I've been doing is cutting back on caffeine, and I have started drinking lemon water instead of caffeine, like first thing in the morning, and also celery juice, like having a glass of celery juice pretty much every day that I'm not traveling or something. And also more recently doing like intermittent fasting more consistently. That's been really good. And also more consistent going to bed at the same time and like waking up around the same time. So like regular sleep habits too. So just like all these different health habits kind of just like clicked in place really easily for me this year and really naturally. And I was just like naturally inspired to go in these directions, and it felt easy, it felt good, it felt fun, and it's been like really enjoyable to just feel more a greater level of health and vitality and energy in my body. So I'm going to choose that as one of the top things that I enjoyed about this year. Okay, and then finally, the other question was, what do I want to build upon from 2022 in 2023? And definitely the video stuff that I've been doing, like here on YouTube, I want to build upon that. I want to make some more videos, and I want to find other ways as well to develop and explore my creativity and like my creative voice and kind of my unique perspective, and be able to share that and be able to create stuff that I feel proud of and that I enjoy doing. So definitely want to build upon the progress that I've been making with that so far, and also the health gains as well. Like I just mentioned in the previous question, definitely would like to maintain those habits and also be able to build upon them and add more, just because that makes such a difference to my vibe and my sense of well-being, and also just like feels like an investment in my future self. If I can really cement positive health habits, I know that's just going to be beneficial to me as I move through time. So yeah, those are the things that I want to build upon for sure from this year into 2023.
One thing that I was most looking forward to do during my time in Australia was to watch the penguin parade on Phillip Island, which is just southeast of Melbourne. Every evening, hundreds of adorable little fairy penguins make their way from the ocean back to their burrows on the beach. While we weren't allowed to film at night during the parade, I did spot a few penguins who either didn't go out to sea that day or perhaps had decided to return home early. On the way back from Phillip Island the next day, we stopped for lunch at a cafe that was also an animal park where you could get really up close and personal with the animals. I got to feed and pet a few kangaroos, which was a very magical and cool experience. My last full day in Australia was New Year's Eve. We spent the day exploring Melbourne. It was really fun to see all the people gathering downtown to ring in 2023. While exploring the city, I started contemplating and doing some journaling around my own 2023 intentions. I didn't get very far with this, so I think I'm going to share more fully with you about my intentions in an upcoming vlog. We celebrated the new year at my sister's apartment in Melbourne. This lawn in front of their place was a very convenient spot to watch the fireworks. Thanks so much for joining me in Australia to celebrate Christmas and New Year's. Until next time, happy manifesting.